Good evening, folks. I'm recording this class again because we had a problem with the audio. Unfortunately, the Android could not capture the audio very well. I missed part of the class, so I'll talk about what was really new for today in the class, which is biological determinism. So I hope you enjoy it. Of course, as I reviewed many things from previous class, this video will take less time than the class took itself. Okay, so what is biological determinism all about? Well, Larai will try to debate the stereotypes concerning diverse people, including Brazilian people. Stereotypes like that we are lazy because of an Indian inheritance, or that we are happy people because we have sun all over the year, and things like this that are related to inheritance. How can I say, to congenitals inheritance, as things related to the blood, to genetics. Now, Laraya proposes a reflection uh, on what may happen to a child who is born in a sertaneja family and took to Sweden. And at the end of his claim, he'll say that if you take this child there and raise this child as a Swedish man or woman, he will be Swedish, no doubt about this. And why? Because culture is not in the blood. Culture is not inherited by means of genetics. Culture is learned. It's a learning process of culture. It's what he calls endoculturation. The same way, if you take a child from Xingu and raise this child in Rio by a middle class family with a certain power, economic power, this child has the same chance to develop as if this child was a genetic son or daughter of a carioca couple. So, what does it show about the differences in behavior and human values? It shows that we go through a process called endoculturation, and Laraya reaffirms that anthropologists are totally convinced that the differences, that the generic differences, are not relevant to determine cultural differences. And he quotes Cassin. He says, não existe correlação significativa entre a distribuição dos caracteres genéticos e a distribuição dos comportamentos culturais. As we discussed in class, this this affirmative by Cassin comes in a crucial moment to the theories of biological determinism, because it was written in the 40s, and at that moment we were facing a period of war, with Adolf Hitler claiming a superior race, the Aryan race, which would be superior because they inherited the best genes. So the United Nations asked a group of anthropologists to do research, to do studies, to prove that there is no foundation in this affirmation. Okay, so these are the reasons. Okay, this is the historic context of guessing, and this is the historic context of modern anthropology. Now, what is endoculturation? Endoculturation, uh, according to the theory of endoculturation, behavior of individuals depends on learning and not on blood, not on the environment. It's a permanent process of learning a culture. So as long as you are alive, you are always learning, you are always developing and getting culture. So we never stop learning how to behave, we never stop learning values, we never stop learning beliefs, and we never stop speaking. And culture is essentially related to language because everything we think, everything is in our minds is structured in language. This process starts when you are born and goes on and on till the day we die. So there's no final culture. There's no ending of the endoculturation process. For example, some values in our society have changed a lot. Yeah, concerning women, for instance. Um, and they differ also from society to society. In some societies, women are seen as fragile. They are seen as not designed for hard working activities like carrying weight and so on. And in some other cultures, it's the woman, for example, that takes water home, which is a task that's kind of hard, which uh, you need brute force to do it. So physically, this task is much more demanding than the manipulation of instruments for hunting and fishing. But in some indigenous society, it's the man's role to hunt and fish, and it's the woman's role to take water home. So these meanings are not fixed. These meanings change from society to society, from time to time. Okay. Uh, for example, if you take the Israeli army, recently they started admitting women soldiers, and these didn't diminish their military power in the Middle East. So are women so fragile? Then why do we still have resistance in the North American army and in the Brazilian army concerning homosexuals? Okay, so for example, um, feeding a child can be a man's task. It's a normal process by means of artificial devices. Nowadays, a man can raise his child while his wife goes to work. Uh, these values have been changing in what we call the postmodern society. Okay, and then we need to reflect about gender. Okay, how does Larai explain the difference in the way boys and girls act and react in some situations? Is this difference really related to hormonal factors? Are they cultural factors? Well, uh, I'll leave this discussion for next class with you. I want you to think about this question. How could we explain gender differences according to Larai's theory? Think of your childhood and how you were taught to act as a boy or a girl. I really apologize for the so short video. I really apologize for uh, having missed the audio, uh, but I hope it doesn't happen anymore. I'm trying to find a more reliable way of recording the audio. Uh, I guess I should go teach with my shorts again because I was wearing pants and then something pressed my menu in the Android and stopped recording. But we'll find a way. Uh, I hope it's discreet enough, but if there is no other way, I'll take my headset and record directly from my headset as I'm doing now from home. Okay, so see you on Wednesday, and again, sorry, and have a good night. Bye.